what was the motivation for looking at was SimSoft trying to find a virtualized network function solution, or?
Yeah. So the main objective was really then to get it on a virtualized environment, and this was 3 years ago. So it was what is called NFV, like network function virtualization, and to use like a virtualized environment was the key aspect for us. So be able to deploy that in many sites and have the flexibility of using like commercial off-the-shelf software and also the virtualized technologies then of OpenStack. At that time, we didn't use OpenStack. We're using something called like a Red Hat virtualization environment, which was a little bit prior to OpenStack. But to be able to use a virtualized environment and virtualized infrastructure, and to be able then to deploy the virtualized functions on top of that in a good way. So one of the primary reasons was really the firm networks then like maturity or way of presenting its NFV or virtualization maturity of really looking into that. That was one of the key aspects of selecting a firm at that time.
Okay. So all the variables that you considered, like so price, performance, anything else, what weighted the most?
Yeah, so it was like technology and maturity then of virtualization and market leading in that, I would say. It was price and also the business module to be able then to handling like IoT and M2M use cases, which is our primary use case. So to understand the difference in the pricing for that, because the ARPU for a IoT M2M device is much less than a consumer. So to have the business module and the flexibility of doing that and the flexibility of supporting many instances for us in many data center was a key. But I would say the technology was the primary reason for selecting in the, I would say, like thought leadership in virtualization at that time was one of the main reasons why we selected a firm at that time.
Okay, so they had the best technology.
Yeah, at that time, based on the virtualization at that time, I would say that they were ranked in our when we did our evaluation and really to get the footprint and to be able to have a rather small footprint. They were good in that. That was one of the high rates on that.
Okay, and maybe could you tell us who else you were evaluating from these vendors?
Yeah, so we were also then talking with Ericsson at that time, and Autonet was the two other that was we were also looking for something which is called Core Network Dynamics. At that time, I think they were the three, and it was really Autonet and that was the Ericsson is a little bit different. It's close to where we're a Swedish company, so it's of course close to sitting, be able to talk to them. So these were the partners, the vendors that we looked into.
Got it. And I'm actually not as familiar with Athonet.
Yeah.
Do they also do the like virtualized VPC focusing on IoT and M2M?
Yeah, and their focus is maybe a little bit more on private LTE and really to have the complete stack from the radio and all the way up the top. So and doing some of the what you can say maybe emergency to be able to quickly bring up a complete mobile network from the radio all the way up to the core network. So they were much stronger on uh,